Morning, this is Kenzo Extra Hot Forex. It's Sunday, so here is my weekly idea or my weekly analysis. So I'll start with the NASDAQ 100 and I will end up with US30. So on US100 or NASDAQ 100, I'm on an hour time frame. It's a very good thing to start on your bigger time frame. So here the bigger picture is still the same. You can see it's something like this. That was not perfect. It's something like this. The market is still pushing higher. I hope everyone can see that, but we still have those dips. You can call them dips. I call them when the market breathes, because the market just run, then the market has to breathe. So something like that, or you can say the market is taking a break from these bigger moves, you see. So the best thing that you can do when you see actually on a bigger time frame, I can't say you can do much stuff, but maybe you can able to find the support and resistance, or maybe to find your very strong trend line. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you are not subscribed, hit smash that subscribe button. You can also like. So you see, I want to show you only one strong resistance and support, something like this here, because this is a daily time frame, something like this. Let me remove this one. You can see here, let me change this. It's a strong support. You can see this here. You can see if I move this thing back, it will start around this here. So you can see those are the strong areas that you can find on a bigger time frame. So another one, it can be this one. Let's see, something like here. Before the market breaks, we had a very strong support around this area. You can see that. So if you analyze like this, is at least you reduce your risk of getting at the wrong time here. So you know around this area, you just buy. You don't even try to sell, because you can see it's a very nice uptrend. You see that? So from there we can see that we had a breakout, something like this. Everyone can see that, but with that breakout, still the market is still moving upward. You can see I talked about this support here. The market still playing around above this support, this one here. So let's go to a smaller time frame. I don't want to confuse you. Let's go to a smaller time frame and see what it's happening at the moment and what we can expect next week, starting from tomorrow. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame. On 4-hour time frame, this week we were relying on this support here. So I'm going to draw that support. Sorry, let's do that. So here is the support. You can see that. You can even use this, because here it's a zone. We should think outside the box. It's a zone. You can see that. So from this zone, you can see where every time when the market, excluding this area here, the market just broke and then came retest here. But every time when the market comes close here, the market just bounce. You can see that the market just push higher. So we missed the market around here, but I think we got it somewhere here, and now the market is here. So we still have a very nice trade here. I hope the market, maybe when the market opens, maybe the market will be around here. So From this point, everything looks very nice. The market is pushing higher. So, but the overall picture here, it's like the market is just consolidating around. You can see that the market is just, you can see the market is just going around, something like that. So, if you draw your line here, it will also make sense. I mean, your zone, your area. So, it should make sense also. So it means actually the market is consolidating before, if let's say, let me draw that line, maybe something like this. The market is consolidating between this area until when the market breaks here, we will see those higher highs, you see. But at the moment, the market will just play around. But maybe tomorrow the market will be breaking this area, then we can expect to go even higher. You see that? So let's see on an hour time frame, or before I go there, let's just draw something, because I just said the resistance, so you should see that. You can even start from, I like to start from the recent area. You can see if I push it back, it still makes sense. You can see this area still makes sense. Let me push it. Yeah, you can see that. So this is the area that I'm talking about. Yeah, let me draw it again. This is a zone that I'm talking about. So if the market breaks this zone, actually we at the moment, yes, the market is going higher, we know that. But if the market breaks this zone here, we expect the market to go even higher. You see that? We know that the market will obviously go up and down like this, but we just expect the market to go higher than that, because here the market is unable to break this wall here. This resistance act as a wall, so the market is just playing around those walls. You can see the market has been playing around these walls. So we want the market to break this area, then we can say we can catch it going higher. But what if maybe the market goes high, comes, break this area? So we'll expect to sell around this area when the market come and retest, because we can't just say the market will just go higher. What if the market comes around here and still push lower? So which is also very possible. So if the market doesn't break here, we'll expect the market to bounce. If maybe you still want to play around this, it will just play around this support and resistance, resistance and support. But if it breaks, we'll wait for a retest, then we can say the market is gonna go lower, because sometimes we just have fake breakouts. You see that the market will just create the zones that they will just trick you out, so that you can just place your orders and say it's a sell, then the market push higher. So let's go to a bit smaller and see what we can expect from a smaller time frame. So on a 4-hour time frame and 1 hour, I still see the same things. I still see the same things, but here is where you're going to draw the inner trend line and stuff. When I say inner trend line, I mean stuff like this. You can see that inner trend line. When you want to go higher, you see the market was just playing around these zones. So let's see something again. I told people to send me a message on Telegram, on WhatsApp. I'll give you the strategy, the documents that I use to analyze this market. So it's not a secret to give you the strategy that I'm using, but experience also counts. So you can see here we bought because the market broke this area. Then we bought, but we missed something when the market was around here. So the market broke here. It means we can expect the market to go even higher, you see. But that is the short term of our analysis, because before we were on a 4-hour time frame, now we are on an hour. So it means we expect the market to go higher. Then if it doesn't break here, it means the market can still go down. So that's enough for NASDAQ 100. Everyone can see that we had a nice entry around this area. We are still in profit. So let's go straight to US30. So on US30, still things are still the same. You can see that we are having a very strong momentum, uptrend momentum. Even if on a smaller time frame, you can see that. You can see the market is pushing very high. But what can we do from this point? We can just go to a smaller time frame, because if you try to draw your things, sometimes they won't really make sense because it's a bigger time frame, right? So go to a smaller time frame. When I say smaller, I mean smaller than a 1 day time frame. It might be 4 hours or 2 hours, whatever. But we are here. Let me just draw these things quick. But since maybe if you watched my previous video, you will understand what I'm talking about. I said these things, and most of the time they just happen exactly as we explain. As I explained, you can see this zone. I've been drawing this zone for some time now, but the market was not reaching that point. But now you can see I said this area was going to be, it might be our next support, but you can see the market did exactly that. The market just reached this point and shoot up. But on other strategy, you can say, because strategies are just different, but here on my strategy, it's a support and resistance plus trend line and breakout. This is the strategy that I'm saying I can send that to you for free. So you can see that the market was just going down from this area. Then we had something like this. Actually, the market, this was a very nice move. Actually, I think just because we were focusing on NASDAQ, I forgot to check this one. You can see the market was just playing around. It was just downtrending. So we had a breakout from this point. I think we had a retest, but not that clear. Then the market just shot higher. We did not catch this one, but we catched NASDAQ 100. So I can say this was a retest. If you go to a smaller time frame, I think you can see that. So this one is much easy. I can't say you should buy, you should sell. No, I can't say that. But the bigger picture is the market is still pushing higher. We can say here maybe it can be our resistance. Even if maybe it seems like that, we can say it's a very weak resistance, because the market never retested here several times. So the market, if maybe the market just go past this area, we can say actually this is a very weak resistance looking at this. So if the market just shoot higher, it means we're not going to count this, but the market can still come do something like this to show you that here the market was just very strong. The market did not have any time to retest, but after, when the market is very weak, or when the bullish momentum is very weak, the market will come and retest and push higher again. Or it can create a structure like this where the market will just consolidate like that after that. So that is something that you should think about when you do your analysis. But from this point again, you can say maybe from this point we're going to have maybe something like this. The market can just create this movement, which can also happen. That's why when you place your order, you shouldn't just place the order just because the market is going higher. It means you should place your orders looking at your analysis, not at what you think. Look at the analysis and see what can happen. But if you don't see any bigger picture, it means you just have to relax. If maybe you see what the market can do, then it's where you can just say, I'm going to buy because this and that happened, this and that happened. You can't always be right, obviously, but you should have some simple rules that you should follow. When they say strategy or something, it means there's rules that you follow. So on an hour here, you can see that the market was just creating these nice moves. You can see the market was just creating these nice moves, but when this happens, sometimes they confuse you. You can't see this nice move. You see them after you missed everything, or after you missed few trades from there. But from this one here, you can see the market did not come and retest here, but maybe it's because you can see we have something like a support like that here. That's why the market just shot up, you see. But from this point, you can say the market is also doing what? Is changing the trend. It means the market can just start to create something like this. The market can still push higher, then come back and create stuff like that. Simple stuff which is still happening on NASDAQ. They move the same way, even if there is not like 100% correlation, but they still do similar things. So here on, let's say it's US30, let's see if maybe I can have any idea of what can happen next. So here what I'm thinking is, if the market doesn't respect this area, it means the market can just break here and try to move higher or create a uptrend like that. You see that? Something like that. So at the moment, we don't have to predict everything here. We just have to wait and see what the market does, especially it's Monday, but we will find the candlesticks. But you might find that the market is already respecting this area, maybe early on Monday. Then we can say, okay, we might have another sell. Market can do something like that. But if the market is breaking that, we can say maybe the market wants to create something like this. Because when the market breaks our resistance here, it means it's changing the trend from a downtrend to an uptrend. Or it can be what? It can be a ranging market or consolidation. It can just create something like the break here and start to, when we thought maybe it's going to create an uptrend like that, and it can just create something like this before it can go higher, or maybe break and go lower again. So at this point, we just have to watch what will happen tomorrow and relax and see what we can do. So the best thing is to wait. If you're not in a trade, just wait and see what the market is doing. You can just wake up early and see, maybe you can find a gap, and if you find a gap here, maybe you can try to sell or whatever. But I'm not saying you should take any decision at the moment. Relax, watch the charts, and then maybe you can see the nice directions and stuff. So if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, guys. I have a group and now we are on 40 members. So actually I'm left with only 10, and after that 10 members, it means from there I will go like monthly, so that I can able to manage my members. So I don't want to have like 1,000 members which I don't even able to help, you see. So I'm cutting off that. Maybe with 50 it will be like working once off payment, then the other ones it will be monthly. So let me know if maybe you want to be in the group so that I can reserve your space. So my point is, I just want to able to help you. So I don't want to add like a large group which I can't even help. So I hope you understand that. Thank you.